All 7 of these cheap men's fragrances that work good in the winter perform well and smell higher quality than what you're paying for. So let's get started. Oud Vanille by Franck Olivier is it's like a incensey rose oud fragrance. It smells way more expensive and it projects really well than what you pay for this thing. I think this thing's just like in the mid-20s, like 20-some dollars. It's outstanding for that price point. So it's sweet, woody, oriental, spicy, smoky. It's got this nut like raspberry you get off the top, a little bit of other fruit notes mixed in it. And then you get the rose oud combination, some incense. As it dries down, you get more like vanilla. There's a caramel note in this. It's really nice too. And there's some benzoins and some florals mixed in. A little bit of cardamom, patchouli. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And so if you like a rose oud incense, fruity type scents, because there's a lot of raspberryness, this one's really nice. It's got oud vanilla in the name, but I mean, you get vanilla, but you don't get a whole lot till it really starts drying down because there's so much like raspberry and a little bit of labdanum is creating like a oud accorda in it, so it's a little bit of a dirty, fruity floral. So it's like that rose oud scent profile, but with a lot of other stuff going on. So this one's outstanding if you like that kind of scent profile. It's got a Middle Eastern a vibe to it, so you got to like those Middle Eastern type scent profiles. But I love this one for the price point. I'd pay double to triple, at least double, maybe even triple for this thing. So this is a great one for me. Next one up, it's been around. A lot of people in the community already know about this one. This one's like $15, so definitely worth that. It's definitely punching above its weight. It's this Bogart Pour Homme. It's sort of a mature gentleman type scent profile, kind of in that fougere territory or barbershop-ish, but not really. Just kind of putting in that class category. It's sweet and fruity, woody, floral, definitely synthetic. Good performance on this too, and it's definitely punching way above its weight class, like I said. You're mainly going to get lavender, tonka bean, and vanilla out of this, but you're also getting some some bergamot, some floral notes, some patchouli and spices mixed in. Yeah, so it's an older gentlemanly type scent. When I say older, maybe over 30 or something, you might want to wear this. I don't know if a young guy would want to wear this. And like the performance is good on this. And yeah, this is a great value for $15. This thing is a really nice fragrance. I'd say you could wear it spring, fall, or winter, but whatever reason, I like it in the winter. This one's a little more expensive than the other ones. This is about $50. Cheap is a relative term. I still think it's pretty cheap. It's Salvatore Ferragamo Oud. And this one's just a little bit harder to find. You can't always just find this all the time. But this is another cheapie. I think it's definitely performing above its weight class. It's woody, spicy, leathery, oriental. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. You're going to get a lot of rum and spices off the top, and a little bit of tobacco and some leather. And there's supposed to be an iris note in this. I'm having a hard time detecting any of that though. But I do get a lot of nice woods, benzoin, and tonka beans that dries down. There's a tuberose note in that. I can barely pick that up as it dries down. So it's pretty complex and a lot going on here. I know oud's in the name, but this isn't very oudy. It's more woody than oudy. But yeah, it's a nice fragrance, well blended, and you get pretty good performance on this one too. All right, I got another one up from Franck Olivier. This is Oud Touch, and this one's only like 20 bucks. So it's an insane value at that price because performance on this is good. It smells pretty expensive. It's definitely synthetic smelling, but for $20 to get a good performing rose oud type fragrance, you can't beat it. And performance on this is great. It's oriental, woody, spicy, sweet, smoky. Like I said, it's got a sweet rose oud combination. There's some toffee and raspberry and orange notes at the top. Then you pick up a little bit of frankincense, patchouli, jasmine, and violet in the middle. And then as it dries down, you're going to get a little bit of musk, amber, and vanilla. And but mainly it's a fruity rose oud combination with a little bit of a incense vibe from that frankincense. And if you're not into Middle Eastern type fragrances and rose oud type stuff, you're definitely not going to like this. But if you are into those, this is an insane value. Really good price point, and yeah, I've got some expensive rose oud combination ones that I love wearing, and even though this is cheap and sort of synthetic or whatever, I like wearing it. I enjoy it. I just think it smells really nice. Ralph Lauren in general, to me, is a pretty good value house, and this is Safari from Ralph Lauren. So this is an old school kind of barbershop type scent. It's spicy, woody, leathery, fresh, floral. It's definitely got that old school smell to it. It's spicy and masculine. There's a nice blend of like artemisia and herbs in it. It's fresh and clean. You could probably wear this in the spring and fall to work just as good too. For whatever reason, I like this in the winter. But any of those 3 seasons, I probably wouldn't just wear it in the summer to be the only one. So yeah, Ralph Lauren in general is great, but I especially like this safari in the winter. Next one's less than $30. If you paid $30, you paid too much. It's a Bentley for Men Absolute. It's woody, smoky, spicy, resinous, earthy. I don't know if you guys know what pencil shavings smell like maybe a lot of you younger guys didn't mess with too many pencils, but back in my day, there was a lot of pencils. You had to put them in a thing and you use pencils for everything. So I had a lot of pencil shaving smells in my life, and it smells exactly like pencil shavings, that's kind of weird. Does anybody really want to go around smelling like pencil shavings? But I do. I like this one. It's dry, woody, resinous, kind of incensey. It's just super dark. And the incense is nice on this, but it all comes together to make a pencil shaving fragrance to me. They're using like frankincense, pink pepper, ginger, some cedar and woods, some amber, some oud, some moss, some green accords mixed in. But the best way I can describe it is pencil shavings. And I like this one. I've worn this to a couple funerals for some reason. I don't know why. When I'm going to a funeral, this is one I like to put on, and I'm not exactly sure why, but it is sort of a soothing and comforting to me, and performance on this is beastly. This is an older formulation. I'm hearing the new formulations of it aren't as beastly, but this one I got here is nuclear. Okay, technically, I don't think this one's a cheapie anymore. This is a Forest by Bath & Body Works. It's discontinued, so I think you got to pay like eBay resale prices and stuff. But when I got it, I didn't pay hardly anything for this thing. $20-some or something like that, maybe 30 at the tops. They always got coupon stuff. I probably paid in the 20s for this. So this isn't, you're not going to hear much content out of about this one, but this one's woody, citrus, aromatic, fresh, spicy, powdery. It's sort of fresh, so you could probably wear this in the spring or fall. Might actually be more suited, but the sage, bergamot, and cedar wood kind of make like a pine accord or a foresty accord, and I equate that with like Christmas and winter, and pine forests always have a wintry type smell to me because of Christmas trees and stuff. So yeah, I like this one, and performance isn't great on these. I really don't have much good performance on any of the Bath & Body Works fragrances, but this one's fun to wear, and it's got a uplifting sort of a Christmas forest type of feel to me. As I'm progressing in this fragrance game, I'm kind of getting into more designer and niche and real deals of fragrances. I'm not into the clones and cheapies as much, but I still do enjoy cheapies, and there's probably always a place in my collection for cheapies because a lot of these cheapies just they don't smell cheap and they perform cheap. And then I forgot a couple people that kind of helped get me started on the last video and kind of have been with me the whole time, supporting me. Fat Boy, Juan over at Fat Boy Fragrances. I forgot about him. He put me on a live at the beginning, and I got several subscribers out of him that got me started, and it was cool of him to do that. And then Pop Sense, he helped me get started too, because I asked him, because I didn't want to buy a camera, I just wanted to use my phone, and then he let me know that he does his with his phone, so then I knew it was possible to just use your phone, and that's still all I'm using. I still haven't bought a camera, I'm just using my phone, and I'm not even using the backside camera. I could flip this camera around, and my backside camera would be a lot clearer and all that, but I just don't think that's so necessary for Vincent's production. Maybe at some point I'll flip the phone around and get some higher quality resolution, but yeah, I think if you're turning in this channel, you're okay with the budget version of the presentation here, because I'm not going really all out with the editing or anything here. So maybe eventually I'll get into a little bit more camera work and editing. But yeah, thank you guys too for helping me get going on this. And hey, if you made it this far, like, subscribe, and comment. That helps the algorithm, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch.